What's up, guys? Army-Firedawg back again. So keep on the videos going. Today is actually the review time of the Meze Audio, the 99 Classics. I got these in a week ago today, so I'm getting shipped out to the next lucky viewer tomorrow, and I do stress that lucky part. These have become one of my absolute favorite headphones, especially in the consumer priced audio range. This guy goes for just over $300, $309 from their website. Of course, I'll leave a link to their website in the description box down below, so definitely check them out. I cannot recommend these enough. Also, I have to give a huge thanks to Meze Audio themselves for approving me to be a part of the tour. That is awesome, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. But without further ado, let's get into the review of this. And of course, I love to start with the construction. So, the construction with this is spot on. This is an aluminum framework to it, so I have no worries about them breaking if you drop them or anything along that nature. They have just the right amount of give to where if pressure were to accidentally be applied to them, they will not snap. Also, the right amount of strength to provide a good amount of clamping force. Now, the clamping force is slightly a bit much. I believe that would subside, or it would stretch itself over time to my size. Being a review unit, that I obviously won't have this long enough for that to happen. Now, the frames themselves are a wooden frame. This is real wood. It's a walnut wood, which is awesome. It's actually the first wooden back headphone, like actual wooden back headphone that's directly affected the sound that I've been able to give an extended listen to, and I have loved this. I love the sound it provides, and I will get on that later. But let's move down to the comfort. The comfort of these is wonderful. The headband provides just such comfort on the top. Like it feels and looks very thin, but it's wonderful. I had zero complaints. It didn't push my hair back or anything, which is actually getting quite long. I need to shave that. The ear pads are the right amount of thickness. That wasn't too soft, not too firm. It was just right. Now, on the ear cups, though, they are a little bit too small. Now, that could be a bias because my ears are a little bit above the average size, I guess. So that could just be my discrepancy. But other than those two things, being the frame being too tight and the ear cups being slightly too small, slightly on both of those, I really don't have any complaints at all about the comfort or construction of these. Like, these are built spot on. Even on appearance wise, these are some of the most visually striking headphones I have ever seen in a long time. Like, these are just stunning. But y'all tune into this to find out about the sound quality. Now, the sound on this, I'll set that down for a bit. As I said earlier, has become one of my just favorite of all time sounds, along with my Bowers & Wilkins P7s, Oppo PM1s or 2s. As I recently learned, the Odyssey LCD XC. The Meze Audio 99 Classics are now part of that, and that will be about me paragraph in the start of all my reviews. That has such a warm, just vibrant and realistic sound. It's just soothes you away into whatever you're listening to. The vocals have a nice body to them that you can definitely hear the flesh and the bone aspect of whatever you're listening to, and it just sounds real, like the artist is singing to you, like you are the most important person around. And that is something I look for in all of my products I review or purchase. But let me dive into the individual aspects so you can perhaps discern a little bit better why I feel that way. But first I'll start with the treble. The highs was quite competent. It had a nice amount of sparkle to it. It extended nicely, but it did peak pretty early. It extended very linearly, but it did peak quite soon. Also, on the treble, there is a spot between the mid and upper treble range where it just dips down. It's very sharp, it doesn't last long at all, but it just goes like this and then steadies right back out. The most prominent song I can say to listen to it without having to focus on it is Color of the Moon by Alan Taylor. The first like 5 seconds of the song, or 4, something like that, is just a very high-pitched, like a bell or something similar to that nature. But you just hear it toned, it just dips, and then it continues back like nothing ever happened. Now, going down to the mid-range, and as you all know, the mid-range is my personal favorite. That's what I love in the music, because it's the mid-range that has the vocals, which is the emotions, the feelings, just the presence of the artist. That's obviously where they're going to portray the emotions that they want the audience to feel. And if a headphone doesn't reproduce that competently, I'm left feeling empty and unsatisfied, and just... That's why I really, really don't like very prominent V-shaped sound curve headphones. They're just not for me personally. It's because of that reason. Now, with the Meze audios, no issues with that. In fact, the mids were beautifully... They had to slap forward to them, not too much, but they had just a nice amount of warmth and just forwardness to it, along with the upper bass range. In fact, those two meshed together just with such ease and finesse. Especially on the male vocals. I'll use Trace Atkins for an example. The Mezes portrayed that just so lifelike. He's almost singing right to you, and it's that realism that was consistent throughout my entire listening experience. Now moving down to the bass also very similar to the mids, as I mentioned, flowed very seamlessly into each other. Was just very, very warm. It had it was a bit more emphasized. There's some bass emphasis on there, but it is not heavy. It just has a nice control to it, but with some extended, or rather exaggerated, decay. That added to more of a laziness to the sound, which is more of a relaxing, just chill back, just enjoy the music. Can you critique with it? Sure. But these headphones, I just drifted off so much listening to those. I truly loved the sound of the Mezes. And the bass response just hit, especially in the bass guitars, and I guess the guitars going back to the midsection, just string instruments. In this price point, even over my Bowers Wilkins, I have never heard a string instrument represented so beautifully than with the 99 Classics. So absolutely stunning job, Meze, and your team. Very, very well done. But that's actually about it for the review time of the Meze Classics. To sum them up, they are, for what I like in sound, which is what y'all know, more of a warm, sensual, and emotional sound to it. The Mezes hit that right on the nail with a sledgehammer. Beautiful sound, beautiful appearance. One of my all-time new favorite headphones, especially in the consumer-priced audio. I cannot recommend these enough. If you have slightly smaller ears than I do, you will have no complaints whatsoever. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, they're very user-serviceable. There's no glue on there, it's screws. So if something were to break on there, heaven forbid, I highly unsee that happening, but if it does, it's very easy to fix with respect to other headphones. That in and of itself adds a lot of longevity to the product. And it's for that reason that these just consistently uphold a wonderful title in my book. But guys, that's actually about it for the review of the Meze headphones 99 Classics. If you have any questions on those or any other videos I've posted lately, I have been incredibly busy this last about week and a half, and I still got a whole lot more to come. Hit me up in the comments and just let me know. I love talking to you all, and regardless of how busy I am, I make sure I give you a very individualized response, because I do love talking to you all. It's for you that I'm even working this hard, because you truly value my opinion if you want to talk to me. I respect that, and I will give you my utmost attention. Also, if you enjoy any of these videos or the content, tighten smash that subscribe button, guys, and keep yourself on the field in. But as always, my name's Army-Firedawg. It's been a pleasure, but most importantly, everybody, stay safe.